Brother, what is LeBron doing? LeBron's going to Philadelphia? Following LaPlan. Trust the La process. Love it. He's going to the Eastern Conference. Hey, the Eastern Conference produced the champ, man. By absolute dog, LeJean Brames. LeJean Brames is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers. That is insane. LeBron going to the Philadelphia 76ers is completely insane. I realize not all of you are like super up with basketball, but that is nuts. Hep, thank you for the 4 years, dude. Congrats on your 4 years. And thanks for being first sub of the day. Shenry, thank you for the 34 months. All of a sudden, we're buzzing in Philly. Check ESPN. Dude, I can't even imagine being a Philly fan. All of a sudden, LeBron's coming to town. Gravity, thank you for the 7 months. Explain it in football terms. It's like Lionel Messi going to Atletico Madrid and saying, I just, I need to win. I thought about retiring, but I wanted to win one more title. Like, Philly's a pretty good team, but it's just insane to be like, my options were apparently I'm going to retire or go play in Philadelphia. The Christian Pulisic of basketball decided he wanted a cheesesteak. Look, dude, the cheesesteaks are good. I get it. The cheesesteaks are very good. Yeah, for a $5 million transfer fee, exactly. He's signing a two-year, $8 million contract, which is comedically low. I think it's part of like I think they have. Hold on. Let me pull up the roster of the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, here we go. And I sort by salary. They have Joel Embiid, who is a baller. He is hurt half the time, right? Total glass cannon. Dude misses half of every season at least. Jaylen Brown, actual baller. Very, very good player. They just got him in a trade. Tyrese Maxey, hooper. Not a baller, but he's a hooper. He can put the biscuit in the basket. He's never played on like an elite team before, but I'm interested to see what he's got going. Edgecombe, unproven. Scrub. Johnny Broom's in the NBA, dog. I didn't even know Johnny Broom was in the NBA. Oh, I like LeBaron Philon. He's actually pretty good. Caleb Love, scrub. LeBron James, not a scrub. Like, this team is good. It is not a top 5 team in the NBA without LeBron James on it. Why would LeBron decide to go play for this team? What I find super interesting is that LeBron's hometown team is the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? The Cleveland Cavaliers are better than Philadelphia right now. This is the team that he won. He brought a championship back to Ohio. It's his hometown team. It's who he was drafted by and then went back to play for again. They're literally better than Philadelphia. I don't get it. Fenton, thank you for gifting Phasia a sub. Brazil. He's already done it in Cleveland? Yeah, but I mean, like, what is he, achievement hunting? Is this guy playing in the NBA on Steam? Why do I think Cleveland is better? Oh, no, I didn't check my final score. Oh, dog, wait. Oh, I don't have my chat pulled up over here. Hold on. My NIM World Cup final score. Wait, I gotta log in. I didn't check my final score. Woo! Yeah! You can't see it. Look at that. Let's go. I was 69 out of 87. Just as I intended. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Is it worth it to hoard talent when I'm playing as Man City? You're already hoarding talent, dog. Your team's entire premise is predicated on the idea that you're hoarding talent. Yes, of course. The problem of knowing ball is that your knowledge overcomplicates it. I did manage to get the entirety of Group K wrong in this prediction. I also managed to get the entirety of Group L correct. So, good job, me. No, I don't know. I got 44 points. I was correct on 3 third-place teams. Was wrong on everybody else. Who did I pick to win? I don't know. I don't remember who I picked to win on this. I don't know exactly how all of this point scoring worked, but I think I had Argentina to advance, but just maybe in like a different place or something. I don't know who I had winning. It obviously wasn't Spain, although I did have Spain getting to the final, apparently. Click show my picks. Ah. Oh, I had a Spain-France final. That's not a terrible, I mean, I had Japan in the semis, so. That's not a terrible run. In terms of, I had the 2 best teams, I think. I had the 2 best teams pegged. Damn. Important question. How can I avoid suffering constantly goals in the last minute of a game? My team keeps attacking, not scoring a lot, and then you bring it back, dude. You got to come up with a tactic or add some time wasting, lower your tempo. That reduces turnovers. You lower your tempo, increase your time wasting, you're going to be cooking. You're going to be in business, dude. You're going to be in business. What's wrong with you? Well, you know, hindsight is 2020. But based off the way I picked the group stage, I ended up with a France-Spain final, and I picked France to win. Thank you, Sir Nim, for sending that over. LeBron is on the 76ers. He's already on the roster on ESPN.com. 41 years young. LeBron James. He's no Duke Miles. He's no Duke Miles. No Dean Wade. Nah, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. LeBron and the Sixers will be fun. It's just so random to me. It just wasn't a team that, like, even Stephen A is shocked. That guy's never shocked by anything. It just wasn't a team that occurred to me as like a team that he would want to go to. They made that Paul George for Jaylen Brown trade for sure, which was fun. Where's the defense? Oh, hey, Jaylen Brown when he's got functional knees, dude. Isn't Edgecombe supposed to be a good defensive player? Isn't that dude like an absolute spark plug? LeBron wanted to play with a true superstar like Jaylen Brown. Dude, Jaylen Brown's really good.
Can you put that LeBron move into football terms?
Yeah, I said it was like Messi going to Atletico Madrid and then saying he was doing it because he wanted to win like a couple more titles before he retired. Also, the transfer is only like $5 million. No, Jaylen Brown. I mean, the Celtics trading Jaylen Brown was stupid.
I miss you.
JB is not good. I don't know, dude. I'm pretty sure the point is winning a championship, and the Celtics won a championship while Jaylen Brown was their best player. So I love analytics to a point, but if your analytics are telling me that a guy that just won a championship that I watched with my own eyes while he was the best player on the team, and you're telling me he's not that valuable, I'm gonna go ahead and take the guy that won the ship, because the whole point of the analytics is to try and get me to that point where you win a ship. Okay, yeah, where does this 76ers team finish? Because what's the starting lineup? I mean, obviously, Embiid, LeBron, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey. VJ's the point guard. Or I think LeBaron Philon. We have LeBron and LeBaron. I think LeBaron Philon's a hell of a player. He's really good. He was really good in college. Maxey plays point. Is he not off ball? I mean, look, I only watch the NBA in the playoffs. I'm not gonna pretend I know more than I do. I thought Maxey was an off-ball player. I know Maxey's a baller. I like Maxey. Sorry. I said he's a hooper. I don't know if he's a baller. Jaylen Brown's a baller. No, I'm good. I actually found out. So the girl that sings this song, her dad is a billionaire who likely just paid for like a ton of promotional placement on TikTok to get her songs to take off, which is unfortunate because I kind of like that song. But now it feels kind of tarnished, you know. It was Stella Lefty was the person's name. He's not a playmaker, but he's non-ball guy. Yeah, I mean, Tyrese Maxey is like a guy that lights up the scoreboard to me anytime I see him playing. Again, I only watch the NBA in the playoffs, so I thought Maxey was like an off-ball small two. So he's playing point, Edgecomb's at shooting guard, and then you just plug in LeBron, and Jaylen Brown's on the wing, LeBron's at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5. LeBaron Philon's probably a better true point guard than Maxey. You could try a LeBaron Maxey backcourt. Maybe. Be a little short. When the whole team did it, yeah, the whole team wins the title. But I think in the NBA, if you are the lead star on a team that wins the title, then Jaylen Brown was the lead star on that team. You're instantly in a different stratosphere to me than anybody who has, like, even than Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has never been able to keep his body together long enough to be able to be the main guy on a championship team. That's a whole different level. All this for Kawhi to beat the 76. Yeah, it's going to be Kawhi Leonard having a neurodivergent episode and just absolutely dominating them in the playoffs again. out of nowhere. First healthy game and first healthy 7-game stretch in 3 years for Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just lead the Raptors to victory again. I have staff redemption. Yes, okay. We'll get to the staff redemptions at some point. I just want to get into the stream first. But we have the document updated. We're in position. We're ready to go. Scotty Barnes and Kawhi will be the second coming of Jordan and Pippen. I mean, Kawhi is probably going to retire in a couple of years. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Kawhi and his injury history, he is probably going to retire in a couple of years. He's on the way out. He's on the way out. He's going back to Toronto because that's where he had good memories after whatever the hell happened in LA for the last couple of years. Kawhi's decision making in terms of like where he wants to play and what his career looks like is just terrible. Is changing a player's tactics to suit the player better for the team? I mean, yeah, as long as it doesn't completely destabilize the tactic. Like, when we're working with our tactics, and I guess I have a match, so I can just click go to match here. I'll bump this guy in for Havakote because he generally is able to play the same role. Right, but if I had to move Havakote to this spot, like, it would obviously destabilize the tactic. So if you can find a way to incorporate the players you want to incorporate while not destabilizing the tactic, that's probably what you want to do. We got our first match of the stream today. We're taking on Cadiz, which is a good draw for us. They are 19th in the league. We are second in the league right now. Barcelona has a match in hand on us, and they are up 3 points on us. But we just need to keep winning. If we keep winning, we give ourselves a chance. All right, we had the DJ Khaled part of my like songs. It's time to create a playlist, chat, that we can rip off of for the rest of the stream. What happened to Real Madrid? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, they do have a match in hand on Villarreal, but they've been sputtering. And they got knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16. Heads will roll. They're still really talented. Very, very talented team. They are not playing well. They are definitely not playing well. Yo! Boing, boing. Thank you for the $6.70 super chat. Andrea Pirlo agrees to become new Italy coach. According to Fabrizio Romano, they moved very quickly after Pep said no. That is surprising. You want to see my Premier League predictions? Boing, boing. No, you don't. Haggis, thank you for the prime. Regicide, thank you for the 19 months, my dude. Gadget, thank you for the 63 months. Can you put the LeBron move in football terms? Oh, yes. You were the one that asked that. Hope you're well, brother. Westbrook, thank you for the 2 years. Come home, Dad. I miss you. Just got to pick up some milk. I'll be there soon. Sebast Farrow, thank you for the Baker's Dozen. Can't believe I'm being here for LeBron Decision Day. Happy LeBron Decision Day to all who celebrate. Yeah, what a poor appointment. I mean, low-key, dumb appointments for national teams work better than smart ones. Luis de la Fuente hadn't coached ever, really, at a super high level. The guy just won a World Cup. He worked for the Spanish national team system since 2013. The Lionel Scaloni was even crazier. That dude, his only managerial experience as like a head manager was managing an Argentinian youth team for a year. And he took over the first team. Like, you just got to get the right guy. I don't know how you figure that out. I obviously wasn't in those meeting rooms, but you just got to get the right guy and you're ready to go, you know? You are rocking and rolling once you have the right guy. I'm going to go with Sessa. Physicality, presence in the box, bit of a knack for goal scoring. See, it feels like it could be helpful. Knifin, Havakote, Lopes Teixeira. We're definitely coming into this one mega aggressive, and we're looking for a different center back to put on the bench today. Not Salvador, although I am happy that he's like back around training. He might be back by the end of the year. Danny Avande, yes. I'm going to get Danny Avande back up here for Leonardo Silva because Leonardo Silva looks like his leg's about to fall off. He's so tired from the BT match he had to play like yesterday. All right, boys. First match of the stream. We're just picking up an easy dub. I'm just taking a little field trip through. We're just grabbing a dub on the way by. That's all we're doing. All I want to do. Yeah, Rubio's in the lineup, Gibbon. I appreciate you. We got him in there. If Jaylen Brown was a top player, he would have been traded for a top package. Brother, sometimes people make bad, dumb trades. You ever watch them trade Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic? Bro, well, now that LeBron's there, I think Jaylen Brown is going to look like a genuine superstar. Because that's what he is. And they're just going to end up looking, the Celtics are going to end up, it is kind of rare, I think they're going to end up looking stupid from that trade. All right, boys. Good performance. We are on the road today, and they do actually have a very aggressive formation. I would assume their out of possession drops the wings, but still, that's pretty aggressive. All right, let's get stuck in. Let's compete. Let's get stuck in. Let's compete. We have Real Madrid as our next league match, so we definitely need to win this one. And we're probably going to need to beat Real Madrid, too, if we're going to keep the pressure on Barcelona at the top of the league. One crisis at a time. First crisis is winning this game. Boys, knifing. Rubio, Sessa, Havacote. There probably was another pass available somewhere. I mean, this looks really precise from us right now. That has to be a pen. Look, I realize Knifin seems to be he's like the world's foremost expert on drawing fouls right outside the box. That was in the box. You've chopped him down right inside the line there. There we go, baby! Lucas, Knifin, Egger, the 20-year-old Swiss winger. It said Lucas, Knifin Penner. I mean, hey, he still has a perfect record from the spot. He is a great penalty taker, which is awesome because we never have great penalty takers. He just finds the side netting every time. He's such a good penalty taker. I am absolutely in love with this guy's ability to just turn penalties into goals, which is something we really struggled with for a lot of our tenure. The Pennsylvania governor has declared today as LeBron James Day. Red! That was very malicious. From Juanjo Lopez. Juanjo Lopez. That's a weird name. It makes me uncomfortable. He deserves a yellow card for that, and that would get him sent off. Oh, Knifin! That was saved? I'm sorry, something weird happened with the visuals of the game there. I don't even know. That was apparently saved. Knifin probably should have scored. He did a very good job to put himself in that position because Rubio went too early with that pass. Hey, what's up, Jose? Step! No, don't step. Oh, my goodness. That shot was blocked, so Sosa ended up going the wrong way. Cover. Let the outside guys step, you cover in the middle and sweep up any danger. Do not give them that. Good recovery that time by the defense. Ferreros and Savona were both on that, but I would prefer to not blow the lead
Only
after getting
years.
it 2 minutes in.
Here's to 5 more Z in a Shaka.
Chester! Congrats on the 5 years. That's for you. 5 years. Been subbed for 5 years. I would love to put this game away, considering the level of opposition that we're playing. Another goal before half, perhaps. Knifing. Oh, keeper makes a mistake! Cañete scores! The keeper is wandering into nowhere. He's gone walkabout, and it's 2-0 UD Melilla. Oh, the keeper gets baited by the spin. Cañete with the easiest goal of his life. Oh, sign that guy up for the U.S. right now, dude. Get that guy in goal for the U.S. Come on. He was born for it. Ugh. Isn't 72 months 6 years? Yeah. Chester, you miscounted. 60 months is 5 years. You've been subscribed for 6 years, so you only have 4 more to go until you're at 10, which is what you were counting it out. Shout out to Chester, debuting the incredible math skills that you pick up as being a member of the Hammers for a very long time. Thank you to everybody that subscribes. I thought that was the joke. Yeah, totally. Yes. 100%. Absolutely. Maybe he lives on Mars where maybe the years are different lengths. You don't know where. Come on. It's the same as time differences, you know? Sometimes the years are shorter and longer depending on where you live. Yeah. Da 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 da. It's a shame the song command doesn't work. I'm sorry. I saw you guys trying to use it earlier. I don't know why. It's been broken for a few days. Maybe I need to go investigate it. Normally it fixes itself quicker. Oh, Avocote, you scared me. Woo. Where's the determination? Where's the aggression to keep them from being able to get? That's such a cheap goal to give up. No way Lopes Teixeira is getting to this. That would have been sick. Good energy, boys. Good energy. Good play, Rubio. Knifing. That's the type of direct play that we love to see, though. Incredibly direct. Well done. Jose La Bamba. All right, so
hope everyone is having a good day. Happy Friday.
They're like a channel guy, yeah. The little channel guy. I think that might work out for Villalba. Okay, it's Sarai. You're playing absolutely terribly. Gerard, get Sessa. Double midfield swap, Casado, Gerard. Please tell me we can knock this ball around better. Cañete, you're moving. And then we're going to bring in Versailles. That's just to get another world-class wing back in there. We've got the international break coming up right after this, so hopefully Versailles makes his debut for Spain. Guy's never played for Spain before. He's definitely good enough. So Villalba, Casado, Gerard, and Versailles. Felt like we were losing control of the game a little bit, so I want to try and regain that control. I'm going to keep us in an aggressive posture until like maybe 80. Then I'll bring us back and try and play. Well, let's just score. Let's just score and it won't matter. Lopes to Shera. Oh, brilliant. Vialva. Gerard. It's Vialva again. Oh, it's brilliant. Knifen. Oh, I say. Knifen. Oh, dear. Oh, good heavens. It's actually an amazing goal. Oh, Knifen just leaving this dude for dead. He is such a good dribbler. He kind of reminds me of Jeremy Doku. It's that low center of gravity and just quick touches and quick bursts. It's not a lot of like the overly technical dribbling. It's just like old school good dribbling. Oh, the old double header clearance. Screw you. Oh, what are we doing, Kanye? You can't get cooked by this guy. Now you foul him? God bless America. On hell! You're supposed to be one of the best players in the world! Why are we reviewing this? We're not even fast-forwarding the review. Also on a yellow, so I really hope, yeah. Okay, they didn't send him off. All right, listen to me, you bumbling buffoons. We are playing more defensive now. I don't really care whether they scored or not. We are going to switch to the same thing. You got it? Good. All right, Ruben. Hope that broken hand is healed. We're going to need it. Big hand. Bye. We're making this far too interesting. Two cheesy goals, man. We've given up two cheesy goals. Sub! Giancarlos. Guy's a really good passer. I'm going to play him as a deep lying forward so he drops in to create some nonsense. Giancarlos, go. He's a better passer than Lopes to Sheriff. All right, good. We killed off the game. Good tactical change. We killed off the game. That was a good composed performance from the boys there. Well done. Well done. All right. We need to basically maybe win every league match we have the rest of our time. I think we have Barca. Do we? I think we have Barca in the run-in. I want to get to that Barcelona game with a chance to take the lead. Means we probably have to win every game leading up to that. We have Real Madrid, Villarreal, Sevilla, and Malaga. Now, Real Madrid's at home, and so's Barca. So that helps. We got to the March break. We are tied at the top of the league. They just have 2 matches in hand, Chad. We are tied at the top of the league. Damn straight. All right, youth intake should be coming very soon. That is true. The youth intake that is apparently good should be on the way very, very soon. We're very much closing in on that. Maxi Molina, Babacar Sal, Roger Fernandez. Dude's getting paid $40 to $50 million. Aljosha Kimlin. I honestly am no. Very consistent. He's going on the end of contract list, which means we're not going to scout him, but if he comes up on an end of contract, we will consider it. Herman Conan. Ivan Ngione. Such an interesting player. Big fan. Luca Mailhammer. Take him off the maybe list. Kleber. Defensive midfielder, left-sided player. Definitely more of a defensive midfielder, but not classy, not athletic. He is, however, very young. Yassin Al-Gamardi. We play against this guy all the time. And I like Yassin Al-Gamardi, but there's no way he should be on the S list anymore. It's a very short scouting update. We only had 16 guys this time. Herman van Zutphen. And every time you come up on this list, you have to re-survive my critical eye, Blas Escobar. Paraguayan star playing for Flamenco. Caio. He's got a very, very long way. He's got to go, dude. A very, very long way. Ivan Verkroos. I mean, dude, you're 22 years old and you haven't even started moving towards your potential. That doesn't exactly give me a ton of reason for optimism, all right? Not exactly. That guy off the short list. This guy off the short list. Antonio Silva. Yeah, we're just waiting. We're waiting. All right, youth intake chat. Youth intake could be hitting any day now. Youth intake could be hitting any day now. Lock in. Now, we've achieved a club objective, clearly. The board and the supporters are delighted. Qualify for the Conference League. All right. We had a goal to qualify for some sort of European competition. We have satisfied that with 7 matches to play. Work within the payroll budget. I am. I am working within the payroll budget, as far as I understand it. Villamil called up to the Colombian U23s. Yeah, well. All right, we're about to satisfy our Miguel Rubio playing time promise. So hyped to be disappointed again. We've not had disappointing. We had Carlos Sudo in our last youth intake, and Sudo took an injury for a month and a half, but you know, he's got potential to be a really sensational player. Our youth intakes continue to give us guys that have first-team potential. Sar called up for Senegal. Samba Sar. Our loaned-out left back. He's all right. Ejahiri's back in full training after dislocating his shoulder. Well, you've already been pulled from the registration, Ovi. I'm sorry. That's just how it works. Conceição is our registered backup. We had 5 playing time concerns. All of them have been addressed. Miguel Rubio drops his lack of playing time concern. He is happy to stay. He has very reasonable playing time requests. Hey, Andre Girard. Clap it up, chat. Andre Girard has made his first appearance for Belgium. Good work, son. Andre Girard just turned 19. And now he's on the field for Belgium. We had him play against Eupen in Belgium. You know, that's a pretty good national team to be playing in as a teenager. We've got an eye. We've got an eye for the talented ones. Sign that guy at the beginning of the year for $35 million. Hey, Nino Vucek! He made his debut for Croatia. We got debutantes all over the place. The 20-year-old right wing back for our B team who we loaned out to Stockport in the championship. Seems to be getting a nice burst of improvement playing in the championship right now. Hopefully we can stick him, I'm really pleased. Nino Vucek. Oh, here it is! Give me the song! Here it is, chat. JJ Bull. Take it away, JJ. 5-star potential by JJ Bull. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's thank our guys. Congratulate Vucek on his first cap. Gave a good account of yourself, man. Really proud of you. Congratulate Gerard on his first cap. He's worked hard. You have worked hard. Who, what we are together in every single save. Oh, I give 5-star potential. Give me one. Yo! We got 4 whispers of a golden generation. Dude, this guy named Cesar Crisostomo needs to be incredible. This guy named Cesar Crisostomo needs to be just he needs to be so good. I need Cesar Crisostomo to be incredible. Yeah. Magdalena Eriksson, the head of the Youth Academy, has done it again. The head of youth development has done it again. All right. Somebody pointed out we have no elites, but 4 tops is insane. At the level we play at is insane. Whisper is quiet. Whisper it quietly, but this could be a so-called golden generation with Alberto Romero, the diamond, in a very strong group of players. All right. Yes, I do. All right, let's keep this song going. JJ Bull, restart it. I love JJ. Okay. Oh, Romero's a goalkeeper. He's a goalkeeper. Francisco Javier, Juan Meca, Cesar Crisostomo. So inside winger. Target forward. Who do we start with? Start with Romero. All right, he's not short. That's good. 2 composure's not great. Unambitious? Dog. Unflappable. The man cannot be flapped. Allow me. The guy loves big matches. Alberto Romero. We're signing him, obviously. Yeah, this goes back to the board just totally removing all of my money for no reason. The board just removing all of my money. All right, let's look at Crisostomo. Oh, he's very versatile. All right, he's a left wing back. He can't play center back though. He's too short. So he's a left wing back. That's okay. That fits with us. He obviously has got a lot of developing to do. Why are they both unambitious? All right. That now we're gonna have a problem. Now we're gonna have a problem. Give me one. Our target forward, Juan Mecca. Too unambitious. We have nothing unambitious about our youth setup. And Francisco Javier. Oh, he has 3 traits. Dives into tackles is hilarious. Good for 1 red card a season. He's good for 1 red card a season. .6'4" at 15, literal giant. Yeah, he's probably going to continue to grow as well. All right, let's try and get these guys signed. No, you're not going on loan your first year here. 52,000. Yeah. I don't understand. I still have $4 million left in my budget. Why is this like such a freaking problem, man? Why is this such a problem? Oh, he took it. Okay. Cesar Crisostomo's taking the deal. Alberto Romero is going to turn 16 this summer. Juan Mecca turns 16 in October. He's actually very young. The 6'4" striker, he is very young. Dude, the heading too. Oh my God. This dude is going to be an aerial weapon of mass destruction. I don't like why this happens. I do not understand. It feels like a bug. I literally had like 60 million left in my transfer budget and a ton left in my wage budget. They literally took it down to 0 for an amount of debt on our budget that literally is going to disappear and then some from the over 100 million that we get from the league this summer. That just doesn't make any sense. Dog, you got to drop it. Dog. And then even with that, I still have like $4 million in my wage budget, and yet for some reason I'm like unbelievably hard capped on these youth players. No, I don't want to do the director of football to sign my youth because they'll probably bottle it and not sign anybody. All right, we've got Mecca, we've got Crisostomo. Francisco Javier is incredibly young. This guy doesn't turn 16 until December. He's going to spend half of this year playing in the U19s as a good player. All right. No, he's going to ask for hundreds of thousands. I can't get anywhere near that, dude. I literally can't get anywhere near that. All right. Yeah, it's just like a goofy quirk of the game. I'm not going to lie. It's a goofy quirk of playing FM26 where you're just like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let's do it. So we've got Chrysostomo and Mecca have agreed. We get the rest of these guys signed up. Do you have a good personality? Unambitious. Get the hell off here. Fairly sporting. Lighthearted. Lighthearted's actually pretty good. Lighthearted guy, Sergio Martin. All right, cool. We'll come back to you. Let's get these guys in. Yeah, I'll probably take the lighthearted and fairly determined guy. Probably too many installments? No, I don't think our installment situation's even that bad. Because we made some sales that pay down our transfer debt. Like, we only have $55 million in net transfer debt. Most of it is this loan that they have. Like $116 million loan I think they took out for a new stadium. But, like, to have my transfer budget be 60 million and my wage budget be like 20 million free and then just instantly take all of that and go to zero just doesn't make any sense to me. It's incredibly stupid. Also, we've proven that we have huge earning potential. This club makes a lot of money. You're minus 44 million? I make 150 million every offseason for existing. For existing. Like an incredibly large number of unambitious players in this group. That's very concerning to me. Like literally 5, 6. It's 6 unambitious players in this group. Where are the professional players, dog? All right. Alberto Romero and Francisco Javier are the guys asking for more money, and all right. We're letting you go, JJ Bull. We're working on finances now. That wasn't great. Yo, all the way. Thank you so much for the 5 months. You spent 325 million. See, that might be why. Yeah, but we also sold a ton. Like, it's not like I'm not Lelujo here. I'm not spinning my way into just an absolutely like massive debt. All right. Our transfer in and transfer out this season is 188 million out and 179 million out and 188 million in. Like to bring guys in. So we made 179 million from sales, and we have, spent 188 million purchasing players. My transfer debt is only 55 million total. I have had far worse than that. I have had 400 million in transfer debt before and not had my board do what they just did. Because that's paid out over a couple of years where I'm getting a payment of 150 million every offseason from being in La Liga in the first place. All of this is, of course, ignoring the fact that it's incredibly stupid that I have over 4 million in my wage budget allegedly available for me to spend, and yet for some reason I can't spend it. We have a committed payroll of 93 million next year out of a payroll budget of 97 and a half. Up to playing time? No, look. That's not it. That's not it, because if you have, like, if you didn't just get your accounts nerfed by your board, you're able to sign these guys super easily no matter what the playing time says. All right, I gotta continue once anyways. Be able to talk to these guys again. Bring me back. But that's not just it. Also, these guys, like, it'll work, but I don't want to do it. Also, it didn't work. Congratulations, chat. Don't mean to sass you, but I'm just really frustrated with the game right now. I told you, I got 12,000 hours in this game. It's being wonky. It's not just the playing time. I genuinely, I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Is that sell a clause or two? What am I going to do? Get more money and put it in my wage budget? I'm already over 4 million. I'll make a board request. See what's up. Please, sir, please. Change status? No. I am not giving 16-year-old or 15-year-old Alberto Marrero first team status. That will ruin their entire career development arc before it even starts. No, it's not penciled in for Cañete's pay raise because, you know, unless it's some sort of visual glitch, which let's not rule that out. You know what I mean? Where am I? The budget says we are committed to spend, that includes Cañete's pay raise, $93,420,000 next year. All right, so I got Crisostomo and Mecca to sign. Javier and Romero are absolute must signs because those guys have good first team potential. Absolute must signs. Oh. Do. You're spending 93 million now, but it says your projections are 97 million for next season. Current payroll budget. Next season's budget. Am I misreading that? No, because the gap is that exact thing. Like, this is our current budget. Next season's budget, which is when this all kicks in, 93.25. That's what we currently have. That's next season's, like, what we're paying.
Chat, does anyone know why I just got a letter from UD Melilla saying my season ticket price went up 700%?
No, because mathematically the gap between these two is my available payroll. Because what they did is they basically made my payroll zero. But now that the next time it opens up is when the transfer window opens up, we have 4 million available. Sell clauses. Like, I have a ton of clauses to sell that I would like actually want to sell in any way. There's 4.9 million on that. That'd be pretty sick. Next payment July 2035. Maswabe Mokete. No, Jovic Illich. Oh, that's the one that's like we lose a ton of money on that. 25% sell on clause. We can buy that clause out for 1.1 million. They signed him for 17.5 million, right? I don't think he's going to sell for much more than that. We'll take the million. Okay, Rojas. 25% of his transfer fee will go to us. That's probably going to be a couple million. Santiago Carrasco. 15% of his next transfer will go to us. There's also fees for Pedro Lopez's sale. 15% of the player's next transfer will go to us for Pong Fing. I hope Pong Fing's value is up somewhere. We sold him for 6 million to Saudi. Because they have he's an Asian player. All right, that gives us a little bit more in the transfer budget. Maybe we can... No? We're going to have to continue a little bit. There's not really anything that we can do there. But Yanez's clause is definitely one that we feel comfortable selling. Just get an extra 1.1 million. Funny thing is, I feel like this is the second time we've ended up in this position in this save, and I can't really remember how we dealt with it the first time. I can't really remember how we dealt with it the first time. Let's raid the next gens. With what? I can't sign a 15-year-old! With what? Don't remind me that the next gen's staring in the face and I'm looking at it with $5 and a barrel of wheat in my pocket. I can't sign them! What are you talking about? Ridiculous! All right, any of these guys want a deal that's not going to bankrupt me? This is so stupid because there would also be an option in real life to be like, hey, we've got some youth players that maybe we would want to sign. And it's like, nope. Good luck, man. Hey, he wants a youth contract. Let's go. I can sign those. Guy trying to negotiate a loan into a youth contract. All right, buddy. I'll sign those 4 guys because their mentality isn't going to hurt. All right, so we have to wait for us to be able to adjust the budget again. But we have brought in an extra 1.1 million through the sale of a clause pertaining to Jose Yanez. I don't think there was any other clause that we wanted to sell. If that works, if that helps, then maybe that's the direction we want to go. We'll sell like 1 more or something. %30 of the next transfer of Salvatore Roman will come to us. That feels like a really good deal. Carrasco was Youth Academy, right? Yep. He was a Youth Academy guy who we sold on for $2 million. Respect. All right. Let's look at next gen. Do we have anybody? Yes. We have 5. We have 5 guys on the list. That's pretty good. We're obviously not able to make a move for anybody right now, but that is pretty good. I like that. Set players for release. We don't have anybody whose contracts are coming up at the end of the year. All right, number 1 wonder kid is 19-year-old Algerian Abdel Jalil Mazari. All right. We actually don't know about this kid. He came in through the Lens Academy, so he's just hanging out there. Patrick Altenberger. We do know about Pat Altenberger. Austria Vienna, and apparently he's not that highly thought of. We'll scout him to see if something's changed, but he was number 2 for Wonder Kids. Torin Bray. He is really good. He's the guy that I was like, this guy's special. He's spectacular. He's going to be like a genuine superstar. And he is. He's on my Wonder Kid list. Johnny Pardew, on loan from Chelsea to Strasbourg. Such is the way. Now, he is also non-EU, so shout out to the English for ruining everything. Bruno Gomez. I don't know him. That's good. The more guys we can run into that we don't know, the better. Ricky Susanna. Definitely know Ricky. He's on a short list. Kleber is on a short list. Bo Talon is not on a short list because he's already at PSG and we're never going to get to him. Francisco Montoy. He didn't look that good, but he's apparently rated as the number 9 wonder kid on Next Gen. And then number 10, our guy, Samu Andres, who I was very excited about picking up for 19 million from Real Zaragoza. And we've sent him off to Celtic, who we might actually end up playing in Europe, which would be hilariously unlucky for them. Because they're obviously using Samu Andres. But that's our first guy. Ivan. Flavio. On my short list currently. 17-year-old Bulgarian Svetislav Inchev. Oh, it's the guy with no potential, but he's like, oh no, I actually apparently have a fringe knowledge of Svetislav Inchev. Maybe I scouted him when he was 16 or something. The guy has not played for the Bulgarian senior team yet. Oh, he's not that defensive midfielder, all right? This is a different guy than the Bulgarian I was thinking of. Hannes Kamara. I don't know him. He's come up at the Bayern system, and Leipzig just bought him for 4.7 million. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Cesar Nascimento. Leipzig seems to be collecting Infinity Stones. I'm one to talk. I got multiple guys on this list. Feliu Sarsenedas. Loaned from Girona to Swansea. I mean, I guess, yeah, I can see it. Felius Arsenedas. Alexander Sertori, our 19-year-old Argentine playing in Mexico. That connection is very strong. Lee Davies of Manchester United. Definitely don't know him. Jamie England. Nice. Oh, he's so good. Oh, my dude. Chelsea's got this guy out on loan. He's just going to walk back into Chelsea and probably walk right into their first team. And then Matteo Torrente, I think I have him on my short list right now. All right. Gregoire Leclerc. Oh, I know Gregoire Leclerc. Dylan Carabali. Not on a short list. The 19-year-old Ecuadorian striker. Oh, he's not very good at all. I'll scout him again, but the level of our team has apparently moved beyond some of these guys. It's a good spot to be in. This guy looks good. Nestor Esteria. He looks good. Prove me wrong. Mudachiru Mama. Fair enough. Let's try it again. Mudachiru Mama. Hey, Melilla B's Jimmy Blom. Starting player for the Melilla B team at 18. 2 caps for Norway. Looking like a real star goalkeeper of the future. Has got incredible size. Just needs to, improve his shot stopping. Just needs to improve his shot stopping. He'll be fine. Rodolfo Sierra. 19-year-old Argentine at San Lorenzo. Alrighty. 17-year-old Real Madrid kid Manuel. Yeah, I already value him at $100 million. So don't think we're going to be getting him. Jerome Mole, already on my Wonder Kid list. Andre Girard, our 19-year-old Belgian, has made the next-gen list at number 29. Fresh off his first cap for Belgium. A good pickup at $35 million, dare I say. And then Winde Asef, I recognize this name, and he is on my short list. Yeah, he's already a good player. I think I'm going to move him to the Wonder Kid list. Okay. Dejan Bodakovic. We'll try it again. Here's another UD Melilla kid, Marco Antonio Palafox, on loan at Granada in the 2nd Division of Spain, where he has 10 goals in his age 19 season. Now, he's a model citizen, which we love, right? And we expect him to continue a general upwards trend. Another UD Melilla player, beautiful. Shaheen Kaya. He is on my Wonder Kid list, $34 million. Caner Demir, Turkish player, loaned from Bayern Munich to St. Pauli. And we don't even think he's that good, Wedi Ang Toby, this dude's the goalkeeper at Valencia, who they value super highly. Thomas Marstock on my short list. Holger Klug. He's very good at 17. But they're saying he's not really going to get that much better. The scouting department. Emmanuel Nuruddin. All right. Pretty weak next-gen list, honestly, this year. Ladislav Pish. Apparently we kind of know him. It's a lot of these, almost wonder kids in the Czech Republic. All right. Sheikh Haidara. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of potential we're looking for. And then here's another Melilla kid who we haven't really paid a lot of attention to, Francesco Marcangeli, who we left on loan at Parma for this season. And he's gotten some solid reps. He's not close to first team yet. We spent $13 million on him. We're a believer in this kid's potential. He's got tools. Got to add more to that Holy Trinity, really. But another UD Melilla guy, even though he's not really ever been around the team before. All right, we got a Swiss dude. We love Swiss dudes in this save. Johan Otero. We kind of already know him. He's not that good. Milivoje Zhevkovic. Playing for Jagiellonia, he's 19. Severin Schmidt, I think I already got him on my Wonder Kid list. I do. Lucas Kluzasek, Atalanta's Czechia left back. Assuming they signed him for some sort of bargain rate. They signed him for $81,000. I am going to lose my mind. Uzi Dobby. I mean, that's instant all-name team. Instant all-name team, dude. Instant all-name team. All right, I've been losing my mind over this youth intake, but I just realized not only Dano gifted 5, Fenton gifted 9 subs. You know, Chad, the good news is with these gifted subs from Dano and Fenton, we're going to be able to afford to sign our youth players now. Milo, Spell, Ukith, Wailing, and What? Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes. If you didn't already say thank you to Dano, you should. That's where your sub came from. And Fenton, thank you so much for the 9 gifted subs. Opal, Jock, Snuggle, Mini Farah, Krilliano, Anti-Gingerism, Maddie Shaw, Tommy Hill, and Legion. Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes. Be sure to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Heptic, congrats on your Baker's half century. Exotics, congrats on your 3/4. Thank you, brother. Great XO, I appreciate the 11 months. And Ozzy, thank you so much for the 42 months. But Fenton, $9 for Fenton. 5 for Dano. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of absolutely fuming over my youth intake situation. Blessing Baba. I think we've already had an initial look at this guy, and we don't think he's that good, but he is huge. He's very tall. And Miguel Gomes is just kind of a decent player, you know, but he's getting a lot of reps in the second division of France at 19, so they're like, ooh, maybe this guy should be on the Wonder Kid list. He probably should be, and that's why he's already on my short list. So we got 5 guys in there, and that's pretty solid. Youth players have been released. Just checking them out, seeing if there's anybody that jumps off the page. Where you Nope. All right, so we wait for a couple guys to sign, and then we see if we can offer a better contract to these guys that have come in through our youth intake. But we need a couple of them to actually sign their contracts first. And before we get to Real Madrid, we should get some reports from the next gen as well. Because there were some of those guys in the next gen, particularly on the first page, that I'm excited about. I'm interested to see. Maybe once we have money again, we'll be able to go after them. Board responds to request. I don't expect them to say yes. Discuss with board. Well, we tried every single option. It did not work. But our youth contract guys are starting to sign. Cesar Crisostomo has signed. He has joined the U19s under his youth contract, which will be converted to a full-time contract. I think we need to wait for the other guy to sign. The other, big first-team prospect guy to sign. Then we're in business. Cesar got a cap. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, my goodness. No, he didn't. He did, but he's like not. The news article mentions him last. So Cesar has capped for the Brazilian national team. That's got to add to the value. Surely. I mean, the option at the bottom was there to talk to him, so. I mean, look, hey. Congratulations, Cesar. Excellent work making your debut for the Brazilian national team. Should be very proud of your accomplishments. That is tremendous stuff right there. That is tremendous stuff. It's my bad for missing it. I'm a little frazzled by our financial situation right now. I'm very annoyed by it. Knife and scored for Switzerland. Got to get our guys back. Oh, Cañete just got hurt on Germany duty. That'll do wonders. That'll do wonders. All right, Mecca signed. That was the other guy that we had like an actual contract offer out for. Groin strain for Angel Cañete. Nice. Gonna miss 2 weeks. All right, so we should be able to adjust our budgets. Now, after that, I can deposit a tasty lump of another $1 million in there. Maybe that's the million that makes the difference, you know? Maybe that's the million that makes the difference. Okay, filter. Do. Or are we to answer? Friends are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Why is this happening? It makes no sense. I now have $5 million available in my budget. It doesn't make any sense. Hasn't gone up at all. It's obviously broken, but I can't prove it, so I'm not going to use the editor. That it's not responding in any way to the fact that I'm currently spending $93 million. It says that. Currently spending $93.34 million. My payroll budget is 98. I have over $5 million available in my payroll budget currently. And I'm on my knees into the answer. The human wait answer. Hit continue and try again. No, I already hit continue a couple of. You're right. I just adjusted it. Let me hit continue once. After adjusting it, that could work. Let's get like one inbox message. Oh, nice. Dude was just out for a month and a half. I'm glad we sent him off to the U.S. so that he could bruise his toe. Goodness, Danny. Get it together, man. Get it together. Hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Where's my money? It's supposed to be here. And no, Chad, it's telling you that I am committed to spend 93 million next year. It's not telling you that the budget is 93 million for next year. It's telling you I'm committed to spend that amount next year. I don't blame you because it's not like they make it particularly obvious in this game. Time is wrong. They I will someday, somehow. Dog, they literally took my transfer budget from 100 million to 0. It was at 100 million. Don't they wanna... God. Why am I so good at contracts? Everybody's contract is frigging extended and taken care of. I'm going to set Kevin Castro for release to free up $67,000. I don't like Kevin Castro, so that's not a big loss for me. That dude's not developed at all. The rest of these guys, Manuel Mora, they're all bad. Wanma did make one appearance off the bench for the B team, so he's basically right there with the first team. He's right there. All right, Robert, you're going to be set for release, buddy. Mark Carrasco, I think you're in the same category. Not seen a whole lot of improvement from your temperamental ass. Get out of here. Get out of here. Coming around. You gotta. All right, set for release. This guy's never going to get anywhere near the alleged kind of first team potential that he's supposed to have. So all those guys are set for release. That frees up money. Near 100,000 maybe. David Corral's already set for release. He's had his transfer negotiated. He had to Panathinaikos. Ivan Marcos has a decent contract. Okay, set for release. See if this has any effect. Pedro Rodriguez. You know, normally I wouldn't release this guy. I would have a little faith in him to try, you know, I don't even hate Montez. Wait, I'm confusing him with somebody else. I do not like Montez. All right, Montez getting paid $38,000 a year, and then Fernando Caro getting paid $78,000 a year. He's going to get set for release. I'll save you out on somebody to love him. Simon singing, we're feeling your heartbeats. All right, I hit continue. That means maybe we've opened up a spot. Upon further, dramatic further consideration. Yeah, that was it. Hello?
Hello? Hello, Rosie? Hello?
For freedom! Yep, there you go. Okay, he hung up. I wish he'd stayed on the phone longer, but you know, what can you do? What'd you say? I said for freedom. I don't know what he was asking for. He was like, is this Rossi or something? I don't think he said Esteban. I think we're on a new we've entered a new realm. A new plane of existence, as it were. Unfortunately. I think we've unfortunately progressed to another to another level. Is FM gambling? Yeah, I mean, it has some gambling tendencies in it, I would think. Oh, did I just get another phone call? Oh, I did. From a different one. Maybe they're looking for Rossi, too. Alberto Romero, can I sign you, perchance? No, I mean, he's looking for $330,000 a year. And we don't have that. I mean, we do. We should. But I think we've now at least proven that on the back end of the game, it's tied to our payroll budget next year, which is clearly a reduced version of whatever we're paying this year. We've reduced our committed pay total. That number's gone down. That's committed payroll. Okay. But I don't think anything we move from transfer over to salary matters. I don't think it matters at all. I think we could put $100 million in our salary right now and it wouldn't matter. I don't think that has any effect. Yeah, we've kind of flicked the only lever that we could, and it didn't exactly open. It's so stupid. So the board has lowered our payroll budget for next season. Has no relation to this salary available, which doesn't make any sense to me because the next time we're able to kind of use that salary available would be the start of next season. It's just so horribly designed. And then in the inbox message, obviously, they just said they reduced our available payroll budget to 0, but didn't say anything about reducing it even further next year below where we were. You can negotiate next season's budget. Do tell me where, Sherlock. I know you can ask for an increase to next season's budget, but they're not going to give it to me. That's not necessarily like negotiating. I can only ask for an increase to transfer, but because I don't have the slider available for next year, if I ask for an increase in transfer budget, I can't transfer that transfer budget into the wage budget, so it doesn't matter. It literally would not matter. When do you set the new contracts to start? They start when they turn. They start when they turn 16. But maybe there is some finagling we can do there somehow. Okay, we have to continue a day. I've already talked to these guys. Maybe there's some finagling we can do. I just figured we had too much money flying around to ever end up in this situation again. But my board has just decided to cuck me for no reason. Okay. It's life without a little challenge. Here we go. If I have it start immediately, that might actually work. Because I have more room now. Can I've only? I mean, but that's the Grieven Rodriguez won't even be counting against the one, like in the future, because he's already leaving. We already know he's leaving. What am I gonna do? Get rid of Lawandile Moete? The dude's worth freaking $24 million. It's like I'm gonna mutually terminate his contract. Can mutually terminate Diego. We'll offer him mutual termination. And mutually terminate Audrey. And that will, of course, take money out of the balance, but it will also free up $500,000 more of our future wage budget, which is what we're doing. All right, who has no value down here? Who has no value but is still getting paid money? I freaking hate Daniel. I've hated Daniel for a long time. We could try to mutually terminate Daniel and save, $100,000 in future wage. Do 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 do. Yeah, we'll see if we can get Daniel out. Uh Don't care. Don't care. There is enough money to cover that. The extra whatever. Oh, this is fun. I like how it jumps around. That's my favorite part. Board's blocking my emergency youth player signing measures. Delegate the contracts. Yeah, what if that's glitchy? What if we can just get around it by doing that? I didn't like that idea at first because I felt like he was just going to bungle it, but like, he might just be able to nail it, you know? All right, whatever. We go for now. We ride. I think at this point we ride because then we'll get a pop-up that's basically like, do you want to delegate? Do you want to have your director sign these players that we think that you should sign? And I'll just be like, yes. And hopefully that's just some sort of overriding code that just allows him to go sign them for whatever contract they want. Hopefully. Now, I don't think this club is in financial trouble at all. That's the most frustrating part of it. I have steered clubs towards financial trouble before. I am not in the slightest worried about the financial situation of this club. We have incredibly valuable assets. We have very good yearly income from our league and our stadium and our competitive payouts. And the TV money has gone way up in La Liga. Like, I'm astounded that, 44 million in the negative on the balance made them jump. All right, Barcelona won their match in hand. They beat Valencia 3-0. We've officially, I thought we'd already officially booked our Conference League spot. I guess we haven't, and we've got Real Madrid coming up next, which I got to lock in because we have like huge matches on the field that we're going to need to handle here. Bayern Munich want to get rid of João Paulo, and they want somebody to pay them $75 million. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put him on the maybe for a year because I'm not, I mean, unless you guys are going to accept a sixpence in a barrel of wheat, I'm not going to be able to send that off towards you. But Conference League, I mean, you already gave me credit for that, so I thought I was cool. I thought I was already in the right spot. All right, onward, gentlemen, onward! Away from me, oh, it's not better now. A barrel of wheat. Chat, a sixpence in a barrel of wheat is the phrase. You dirty Dans. All right, Cañete and Ivande both failed their fitness test before Real Madrid. That's less than ideal. All right. Barcelona has a match in hand, and they are 3 points ahead of us. Real Madrid desperately needs this win because they are in danger of not being in the Champions League next year, which, albeit, would be absolutely hilarious. All right, Ivande failed his fitness test. Everybody failed their fitness test. All right, unavailable. Not at club. I think unavailable also covers that. But Cañete, hello, sir. You are going to be headed back to training. Injury rehab. Ivande, Salvador's already in injury rehab. He's back in 5 days, which is great. That means that we have Cesar, who I've already selected. So I'll just go ahead and toss him up here. And Versales into the starting lineup. I think we go with the smarter pair. I think we go with Casido and Sessa. I think we go with Knifin and Villalba. I think they're more big match players than Havakote is. I think Knifin, Villalba, Lopes Teixeira is like the best front three we're going to get. I want this to be a deep lying playmaker and this to be a box-to-box midfielder. We're going to go ahead and swap these. Or no. I'll have Sarai be the deep pinging guy and Casido's the guy that gets in there and mixes it up. We know Miguel Rubio's a guy that loves to dust it up in a big match. You know, he shows up in big games, and so we're going to give Miguel Rubio the big game here. We're going to give him the opportunity in this game to make the dream work, all right? Oh, and in the dark. I need a center back, though. Cañete, Avande, Salvador, all toast. All right, B team. Kamal Chowie continues to stare at me from a distance. Leonardo Silva. He's tired, but he can play center back, and he's better than Kamal Chowie. All right. Sosa, Savona, Otero. You're definitely not that. Savona, Otero, Ferreros, Rubio, Casado, Surai, Versales, Knifin, Villalba, Lopes Teixeira. I like this. Quick nose blow. We're ready to go. Ah. Do we have somebody interested in Casado? If somebody gave me $40 million for a 31-year-old player, I would absolutely take it. Wait, they're starting Hendrick, right? All right. Doing something very out of character for me, but it worked the last time we played Hendrick. We are taking away the space that Real Madrid uses to threaten us over the top. We're taking away the space that Real Madrid uses to threaten us over the top. We're in the title race with 7 matches to go on the north shores of Africa. It's UD Melilla under the lights at the Tingus Pingus against Real Madrid, captained out of the tunnel by Jude Bellingham. A desperately poor season for Madrid in the league. They're in the finals of the Copa del Rey, but they've been knocked out in the last 16 of the Champions League as well with an incredibly talented squad. They need to put some wins together, but Melilla is chasing La Liga glory. Let's go, boys! Who's there? Ferreros! What a start, though. What a start to this match. Oh, Lopes Teixeira. That's the start of the highlight. Oh, yes. We got him bottled in. Rubio, knifing. Gets it back to Miguel Rubio. Rubio cuts it back. Cosano, it deflects in! It deflects in! Mark Cosano! Calma, calma, calma. We've been here before and we've not been able to see it out. It's a lucky goal, but we've been here before and we've not been able to see it out. Miguel Rubio, who's in the captain's armband today, with no Mbambo and no Cañete. Dude, that lower line, they can't get anything. The only way they got to us last time was getting space behind. They can't break through us. Get there! Yes! Oh, classy. Oh, that's classy. Oh, Rubio! Miguel Rubio! Yes, sir! The man for the big occasion has done it again! The Red Rocket, Miguel Rubio! Donnarumma left on an island. It's 2 goals for UD Melilla. And the chase for a league title, their first in history, is still very much on, while Real Madrid's quest to get back into the Champions League very much in doubt. Hey. Hell yeah, boys! Hell yeah! That's what I'm friggin' talking about. That's how you're supposed to play. It's all the stuff we didn't see. It's the control of possession. It's the defense. We've given up 1 shot against an incredibly talented Real Madrid team. They subbed in the guy that's signing for us in the offseason. They literally subbed in the sleeper agent who's playing for us next year. Dude, that move to take away Indrik's space to maneuver has completely stifled their offense. I mean, they have unbelievably talented players, but for whatever reason, they cannot get it going against us if they can't play it into space to Indrik behind us. We're not stepping up. We're just dropping off and just sagging back into that space. It hasn't really hurt our possession either. I have got to get this saved as part of our tactic. He's stepping forward again to try and follow Indrik. Do not trigger press on Indrik. We already have that set as part of our preset part of the tactic, but you aren't listening to that. Guess what they did to create their only goal? If my guy for next year gets another assist, I'm going to cancel his contract. Sub! Come here. Mbambo, go. We need steady heads. We need big match players. We need steady heads and big match players. We need the size that Havacote can give us here. Versailles is struggling. All right, I mean, Cesar plays for freaking Brazil. All right, he's going to be fine. I'm putting him in. He's now got that pedigree, you know. I'm going to drop Casado to playmaker. and bring in somebody else in the midfield that can help with a burst of energy, and that's going to be Andre Girard. These are huge subs, but we're bringing in Havacote, Mbambo, Cesar, and Andre Girard. If we can stick these subs, we can win this game. Away! Yes, go! Okay, whatever. Havacote! Havacote! Breaking into space! Zaviro Havacote! No! All right, Cesar. Otero. Savona. Otero. Ferreros. Cesar. Oh, Lopes Teixeira! We didn't blow it this time! Brazil to Brazil, Cesar to Lopes Teixeira. And it's 3-1 UD Melilla. One of the keys to keeping our title race on is winning this game. And that goal to put us up 3-1 creates a whole lot of comfort. We shut Real Madrid down today. They could not break us down. I want to give a huge credit to our defense. You know, from the wingbacks all the way back through the back three, Otero, Savona, and Ferreros. They did an incredible job. They did an incredible job. Literally one play, which I could have corrected with some personal player instructions. But to be able to keep those guys quiet, even if we're taking away that space in behind, we're giving up more space in front. And we played with the right energy. Hey, now that we're guaranteed to at least be in the Europa League, that's more guaranteed money for next year. Is that going to be able to give me more guaranteed money next year? Or, like, does that not work? Xabi Alonso, who is apparently coaching Real Madrid again. Okay. Wamura off the mark. Ariiro Wamura. You're not developing as well as I would have hoped, Enrique Subiaga. All right, we've got Europa League. Europa League quarterfinals in 3 days. He said he's been there the whole time. Oh, nice. Well, he's going to get fired after this season. Round of 16 of the Champions League, and they might not even get Champions League in the league. Like, are you kidding? With that, they are now, yeah, like, even if they win their match in hand, he's got freedom. Let it not break, no, it don't break. All right, he's actually playing. Bless. He's actually playing. We just got our big Scotty report. of guys that were on the next gen list and everything. Mohamed Marchand. These are not those guys, unfortunately. These are guys just from our Western European scouting trip. Fafa Kalake, 22-year-old South African. Nice. Do. Yo, Polymere, thank you so much for the Prime, by the way. Karuya, thank you for the 29 months. You were the person that picked up on Cesar first. Autumn Bond, thank you so much for the 2 months. Ozzy, thank you for the 42 months, dude. Great XO, thank you for the 11. Does anyone know I just got a letter from UD Melilla saying my season ticket prices went up 700%? That's funny. That's funny. Pablo Sepulveda really torpedoed his career deciding to go to Turkey, didn't he? Not having a good time over there. Development hasn't exactly been present. Attila Pinedo. No. Thank you for the ongoing priority focus. 2 advice cards. Okay. Now our requested reports. This is where we're going to get the good stuff. Whichever guys we've decided to scout are going to pop up in here for us. Christian Dolnaki. It's on the Wonder Kid list. Diego Gonzalez. Jerome Mole. Jorge Freifeld. I don't think we're on it yet. Mauro Mirabella. We really like Mauro Mirabella. His potential is not bad either. There is room to grow for 21-year-old midfielder Mauro Mirabella. If there is room in our team, he's a guy that would make a lot of sense to sign and then kind of try to live with. Ba, he's already on the BES list. Lucas Bjerg. These guys I would like to ask. Oh, here we go. All right, this should be from the list. What name is Ba? I mean, pretty sure he's on our short list just because of the name. We're a big fan. Fairly consistent. Resolute. Sheik Aydara. He goes in the yes list for sure. Patrick Altenberger. Yeah, I mean, my staff doesn't think Altenberger's good, but I am going to put him on the keep a keen eye part of the list. Lucas Kluzicek. I like him, but my scouts don't. Creates a little awkward space for us to hang out in. Nico Egger. Do. Put him with knifing? True. Yeah, I should. His value's still too enticing. All right, Rudolfo Sierra. Great pace, good finishing. Guy can't play out on the wing. Actually has a decent brain for decisions, composure, anticipation, those sorts of things. So you can kind of play in the middle a little bit. Gotta love great heading and no jumping reach. That's always an absolute banger. And resilient. The guy does love big matches. I think he ends up on the yes list personally. Mama. Mudachiro Mama turns 20 this offseason. Has a very long way to go to be relevant, in my opinion. But we will put him on the keep a keen eye list. Dylan Karabali, we are very sure this dude's complete buns. Oh my God, this guy is so good. His value is only 25 to 37 million too. Low key, high key. If I had the money, I'd do it. They're undervaluing this guy like crazy. He's an incredible player. I mean, I'm like completely sold. I know he doesn't have any EU, but I like if we get to the offseason and we have the money, I'm signing him. I am absolutely completely sold. They are undervaluing him to a criminal extent. I will sign him and have him on my team for a couple of years and then sell him to Manchester City for $3 billion. That, like, it's a direct line. Hannes Kamara. Okay, a lot of these guys do actually have high potential. I'm just not checking them out. 18-year-old striker Hannes Kamara. He turns 19 this offseason. He's got good straight line speed, great movement. He's a fox in the box, really. Bruno Gomez, winger striker, of course. That position is a dime a dozen if you're looking for wonder kid adjacent players. David Galarza. James Jones. Gabriel Ceballos. Pretty decent. Kim Ji-hwan. A really, really good 19-year-old defensive midfielder. Which is why I'm a big fan, and I would like to sign him and loan him out around here because there is a great player locked in there somewhere. Pablo Trisante. We're not on the next gen guys anymore. I think we've gotten through the whole batch of the next gen guys. These are just guys on my short list. Patrick Linson. Tomas Kozak. Well, the 20 natural fitness gets me every time. I'm thinking I found the one guy with 20 pace that nobody knows about. Evan Hurdo. Really? They don't think Evan Hurdo is going to be that good anymore? Come on. We used to be really high on Evan Hurdo. Come on, guys. Amar Idris, my Syrian find from the Asian Cup. From Al Wada SC. Yeah, I mean, if I had the money. We just, I guess we've learned a lesson in some ways. We've learned a lesson. All right, Europa League quarterfinals. Europa League quarterfinals are around the corner. I'm a little worried about when our youth signing deadline is going to show up. Youth can't, well, right now. Okay. I'm happy with my recommendations for signings to improve the team. What are your recommendations? Is he just recommending everybody? It doesn't even show what his recommendations are. God, Barcelona just beat Sevilla 7-0. They're so good. Like, that was a huge win over Real Madrid for the brand, obviously. But we are still, 6 points behind them when they... assuming they win their match in hand, Real Madrid just drew Cadiz, by the way. They have entered full meltdown territory. Hey, what's up, Akito-san? Hope you're doing well, man. Lamina's 44 goal contributions. That was in the Am I blind? I mean, I know I am, but like I can also just look. 26 goals, 18 assists. Nice. I mean, he massacred me, so that's not a surprise. Yeah, if I click, but the problem is it's not really telling me, like, ask general manager to sign recommended players. Youth candidates signed? Please, 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 please. Yeah, it actually worked. No lie, it actually worked. He signed Romero and Javier. He signed Badara Torre for some reason, Lars Dendecker, and he also signed Gonzalo Benito. He signed basically the 5 guys that had at least 3 full-star potential that we had not already offered contracts to. FM26, man, it just works. Hold on, dude. Turn the music off. I need to do some Zen breathing because I thought I was about to lose 2 potential wonder kids because of some financial weirdness. Good work, boys. Good work. Great work. Outstanding work. It worked. We fought a bug with a bug and we came out on top. Not even necessarily a bug, a visual weirdness. We fought lack of explanation with a bug. Good work, everybody. No, he signed it. Look, so the thing about those contract offers is you can't sign a professional contract until you're 17. So those contract offers are pre-contract offers. When he turns 17, that contract will kick in. So I wouldn't be surprised if 330,000 kicks in for like Javier and the other guy, Alberto, once they turn 17. You have to be on a youth contract before that. So it's just very weird. I signed Richie Partita for free. I might be ready to just sell him next offseason, see if we can get a couple million for that. All right. Meantime, we've got maybe the biggest match in the history of the club, right? We've won a Super Cup, but this is a European quarterfinal. We're playing Vitória Guimarães. And this matchup is at home. So we definitely want to go, to the wall here. All right, I'm getting this set up like that. And then in possession, we want to do that. Wide. All right, save. Dang it. We're going really aggressive. We're going Imbambo. Likes a big match as well. We want big moment guys for the big moment. Cañete still working his way back from his injury. He's got 6 more days. Danny Avande is apparently available. We're not going to start him because Nicolo Savona has honestly been a part of some very good defensive efforts recently. Turai Imbambo. Knifin, Villalba, Lopes Teixeira, Versales, Rubio, Savona, Otero, Ferreros, Ruben Sosa. Backups Conceição, Avande, Gutierrez, Van Rooyen, Cesar, Gerard, Sessa, Casado, Kiar, Havacote, Navas, and Jean Carlos. Can he play against me? Oh, I've read this script. Can he play against me? He's had a pretty good year for them. I think we physically overwhelm him. I think we just absolutely assault him. That's his issue. And we got some big dudes back there. All right, boys. The team's been selected. I trust him. Go get him, boys! Go get him, boys! We've got our Wonder Kids signed. We've got our next generation of youth players coming in. Try and make a positive difference. And we are now at home in the Europa League quarterfinal. After our first ever European knockout win against Eupen 4-2 on aggregate, we've got Vitória de Guimarães in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. The opportunity is laid bare before us to get our first ever European trophy, the biggest trophy in club history by an absolute mile. Oh! 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 Whoa! Let's go, baby! Europa League quarterfinals underway. And the worst part, maybe, about it is that based off the opposition, we expect to win. João Aguiar is able to play against us. Our starting striker from last season on the field for Guimarães. He is currently loaned out to them. Good save. Unlucky we were on that ball at first. Good save by Ruben Sosa. It was a guy that always rises to the occasion. We just got to get ourselves back in this game a little bit. They've had a lot of the ball. Oh, ooh, knifing. Savona's there. Savona! It's a hint of fortune, but they don't care in North Africa. It's an opening goal in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. UD Melilla. We take those. We take those. I would love to bury these guys before we go on the road for the second leg. That would be ideal. Versales. Surai. Back to Leo Versales. Versales. Spinning it. Knifing's there. Down to Lopes! No! It was blocked or saved or something. They called a corner. No, I actually want Tristan. Sorry, I actually want Otero to run with Aguiar because Aguiar will not be able to run by him. Like if he comes short to lay it off and then tries to run by him, Otero is just bludgeoning Aguiar to death with a club. All right. I've decided to be positive. Come on, boys. In a raucous Tengus Pengus Park in North Africa. Vitória Guimarães. Not a long away day for them. Well worked by Guimarães. Until they make this one horrible mistake! Yes! Boom! Called it! No, it's intercepted by ALT! Oh, Control-Alt-Delete! A goal for Brazilian Alisson Lopes Teixeira. I just knew it was coming. I could see it coming. I knew it was going to happen. Been around the block too much. A huge second goal for UD Melilla. It's been two chaotic, messy goals for the North Africans. Sub! Havakote, give Villalba. Van Rooyen, get Rubio. Gerard, get him Bombo. Ivande, get Otero. They tell me he's good to go. He's good to go. I would love another goal. Oh, 3-0 is so much better than 2-0. Come on. Havakote. Ferreros! Ivande! That was on? Danny Ivande is back! Out for 2 months with an injury. Ferreros chips in. Ivande's there. Danny Ivande makes it 3-0. That's right. That's right. How is that on? Sub. Cesar, go. Yeah. Go get Sarai for the last couple of minutes, or Versailles, whoever the hell you're getting. Goofiest 3 goals you've ever seen, but we won 3-0. The absolute goofiest 3 goals you have ever seen, but we've won 3-0. Aguiar dropping an absolute stinker. He hates this stadium. Yeah, literally a player on our books playing for the other team in that one. Dude, Köln! Oh, Köln is tied going to the second leg. Middlesbrough with a 2-0 over Strasbourg, so they're looking good for a semi. AZ with a big 3-1 win over Celtic to try and set themselves up for a date with hopefully us in the semifinal. We're the best looking team out of it right now with a 3-0 win over Vitória Guimarães. We're the only Spanish team left in Europe. Conference League, Champions League, and our beloved Europa League. We are the only Spanish team left in Europe. It is pretty remarkable where we are. Milos Milosavljevic. He definitely goes on the maybe list for another year. So apparently, they don't really value him that much. Girona's head coach, they're looking at Ferreros as a potential target. I mean, I'm not opposed, man. I'm really not opposed. I appreciate it. Nice, dude. Nice. Freaking nice. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. We've had a huge morale turnaround. Big win over Real Madrid. Big win over Vitoria Guimaraes, who've been really good in this competition so far. You know, with Aguiar, who's actually been playing pretty well for them, but he just cannot play in Tingus Pingus Park. He just cannot do it. Shout out to Danny Avande for coming back after being out 2 months. And a lot of people will be like, you really want to give him his debut in such an important match? Like his return. And we stick him out there and he just pops up belligerently offside at the back post. Nobody calls it. Easy. Easy. Yeah, fire him up about his training as well, since he just got back and his training ratings are terrible. All right, youth players are signed. We have no more financial concerns until we get to the offseason, when we are expecting to unload a fair number of players and transfers, and kind of focus in on the guys that I think can really help us win and really develop and get the other guys out the door and kind of work them in with a loan. Big game for Real Madrid here. Like, huge game for Real Madrid. And I'm not going to lie, would love to see them lose. I am a hater. But they are having a terrible season. Barca won, so did Real Madrid. Boo. So Barcelona is now a solid 6 points ahead of us with 6 matches to go. Damn, bro. Damn. All right, Havacote. Oh, baby. I am seeing some up and some down, and he's just all... Oh, yes! Havacote has a reasonable weak foot. We've gone all the way from 1 to 3. My guy has learned how to use his weak foot. We can't see it. You're right, you can't see it. I got you. He is now a level 3 weak-footed player. He has completed his training on weak foot development. Absolutely tremendous for Sivairo Avacote. The readjustment of his attributes to compensate for that, and now he'll be able to just improve across the board, which will be tremendous. He's no longer working on developing his weaker foot, which is now steady. It's now solid. That is just massive news. That a boy, Zaviro. He's learned how to play central midfield. He's learned how to use his weak foot. Now we can hit the rest of his development over the next couple of years of him just playing in the team. He's been like my project. You know, we're turning him into the player we want him to be, right? We're turning him into the player we want him to be. We lost to Club Bruges in the quarters. On pens, bro, who missed? Emilio Pons and Vicent. Carlos Sudo scored. That's our, like, generational prospect. Bouzaidi's a first-team prospect. Kamal Mahmoud's not really, but he did score, so good for him. He's also getting way better. Guillermo Rodriguez took one. What the hell's Guillermo Rodriguez doing on the field? Emilio Pons is a fringe first-team prospect. He missed, and Vicent missed the losing pen. At least Sudo scored. I'm very happy Carlos Sudo scored. Staff numbers update. Oh, great. They're going to shrink the staff now. Can't wait for them to shrink the staff. Pashir, how are you getting worse? Oh, no, they increased the number of U19 sports scientists I can sign by 1. That doesn't really line up with everything else they've been doing recently, but okay. I will take it. All right, Villarreal away today, and then we've got Guimarães second leg, which I think is quick turnaround, then quick turnaround into Sevilla, and then we've got some time off. Then we have some time off before we hit the last 4 matches, which are all obviously a week apart. But we're hoping there's a Europa League semifinal in there for us to play. All right. Who can play today? Who can play today? Everybody. That's pretty impressive, actually. Cesar, you're going to take for Versales. Rubio's out for Van Rooyen. We have quality at our wingback positions. We're going to rotate and use that. Danny Avande is going to step out there for Savona. I'm going to have Gutierrez step in on the left side. We still really want to win this game. Don't get it twisted. We're on the road, so we probably should step back. I'm just gonna resave this. So we've had enough adjustments to the way that we play for me to want to resave this. Melilla in the middle. Confirmed. Okay. Knifin, Vielva, apparently are all able to play, but I think we're going a different direction with this. I think we go Kjær and Havakote. We have good players that I trust to be able to make a difference. I want to get them on the field. All right, Kjær cutting in, Havakote there. We'll have to flip this around, and Bombo's coming out of the midfield. I think we go Casido and then have him be a deep-lying playmaker who does defensive midfield stuff. All right, I can do that. And then we have box-to-box midfielder who does pressing midfielder stuff. And that is not going to be Sarai. That is going to be Gerard. So this is almost an entirely backup team. And I'm going to start Luis Miguel Navas as well. I just need to get that guy in the field. I spent $40 million on him, and I think he is that type of player. I would love to be able to win this. Now, Salvador is only cleared for 45 minutes. He's coming off a partially torn Achilles. I'm going to give him a little more time here. All right, boys, let's go. At Villarreal, obviously, we're going to have to win the last 6 league matches that we play. We're going to need Barcelona to drop points in 2 matches that aren't against us. It's unlikely at this point. It's very unlikely. At Villarreal, get a win here. At the Yellow Submarine, we can keep the momentum going and give ourselves a damn chance. Funzai, thank you for the 38 months, my dude. Thank you for supporting the stream. Hell yeah. Cañete should be back for Guimarães. All right, boys. Show me something. Good ball. I actually love that. That's 20. That's 19 jumping reach right next to the goal. It sucks that he lost that header. Nice block. Good job, Gutierrez. No way that's going in. We're good. All right, just checking my back line. Make sure I didn't accidentally save that low block. A lot of good play by Gutierrez. Oh, yeah, there you go. He bit. Van Rooyen. Bongani Van Rooyen. Oh, that's so good. Navas! Luis Miguel Navas has his goal. It's his first goal for UD Melilla. It's exactly what we were hoping would find. Oh, that's a big moment for Navas, the $40 million man, who has a very bright future but hasn't really found his role in the team since coming back from loan in January. That is a big moment for him. Luis Miguel Navas from Bongani Van Rooyen. Now Kjar. Navas near it. Casado. Ivande knocks it down. Van Rooyen with the turn. Bongani. Havacote. Oh, that's ours. Havacote wins it back. Casado. Bongani Van Rooyen. Oh, wow. Freaking Havacote play was the highlight. Away. He covered a lot of ground, Devonde. That was a big play. Havacote. Zivairo Havacote. With that newly refurbished right foot of his. Kjar. Cesar Navraki. That was a good look. Tried to go top shelf. Oh, please. Freaking wide free kick thing. Navas! Luis Miguel Navas! With a first half brace! Havacote with a lovely delivery. We'd love to have him in the box there, but he floats one tantalizingly at the back post for Luis Miguel Navas. And it's 2-0 in the first half at Villarreal. In a big match for UD Melilla, a rotated squad is thoroughly taking care of business. Good work, boys. They just made 3 changes at halftime. Safe to say they're not super happy with the way that's gone so far. Oh, they do have Fran Villalba. They just brought in Fran Villalba. That guy's really good. Listen to the song, boys. Just breathe. Good. Well, that line wasn't good at all. Okay. Like, I appreciate you knocking it down for him. They would have really struggled to get hold of that if you didn't just knock it down for him. That was really nice of you. Who was that? I mean, the right side of our line just, that was terrible. Oh, Cesar, good work, man. All right, we're on that. Ivande, good work. Oh, where's the composure? Havacote, dude, come on. They're playing in the space behind us. We've proven this can work before. Stop. We're not going to try and hammer and anvil them in the midfield anymore. They're beating it now. We need to just drop off more. Do not let them press us. We have too many passing options. Do not let them press us. Good. No. Oh, yes, Danny. I shouldn't have doubted you. Havacote, this is so stupid and weird. Why are we doing it? Subs! Versales, go. Sarai, go. Villalba. Go get Havakote. I don't like the way he's playing. Otero, what are you doing? Why are you a problem? All right, Villalba, Versailles. Ferreros, go get Otero. He's freaking out for some reason. This might seem suicidal, but I think it's the only way. We need to totally change the energy of this game, and we need to go attack them. We need to go attack them. I'm not changing our mentality, but oh, the encourage was dumb. But we're going to make 4 substitutions and then just shift to the front foot to try and go score another goal because our defense is starting to melt. Sub! Imbambo, go pick up that side. Let's go get him, Kelvin. Come on. We need that leadership. We need the club captain on the field. Okay, how many minutes do I have to wait here? Weirdly, my shift has somehow turned the game into more of a defensive battle, but I'm not going to turn it off. Got to have the guts to turn on the attack. Roll it to your left. He's literally just standing there. No way you're going to punt it. Okay. All right, now to the right. There you go. It's always open against basically any... Just a bad time for that to happen. I mean, it's a straight pass on the ground to the wide open guy. It's such a bad mistake. I don't think we deserve to win that match. We gave them two really good chances they didn't take in that second half. Obviously, the eventual goal they ended up scoring was a really bad mistake, but we just melted in that second half. It's totally melted. I mean, we need a pretty significant collapse from Barcelona at this point, unfortunately. Wilson Gomez. Okay. Mads Venter. You got it, buddy. I mean, we don't have any money to potentially try to go after anybody like that. Robinho, 40 to 50 million. I mean, this guy's very little technical ability. I'm not super into him. I'm not going to lie. Thanks, agent, for showing him to me so that I could remove him from my short list. That was important. Good thing for me to do. Keys Schmidt off my short list. Lucas Salon, 24-year-old Nantes center back or defensive midfielder and kind of anchor player. Definitely a winner. He's definitely a winner. Francisco Escobar, 23 years old, great South American player. Pierre Niang. Andres Orlando. I think they got this guy already on my yes list. Yes. Vitor Brachado. Guy apparently has played for Portugal and scored a goal for Portugal. Color me surprised. Doesn't like big matches, and that's the end of that. Especially for a guy playing in that position. All right, Patricio Gonzalez. What, we sold him for a couple of million? Now his value is 17.5. I would be very surprised if they got that. I should have added a sell on, though. Should do that religiously with those guys that sell out of the B team. Their value could go up a lot right after the move. Might be able to snowball that move into another move. Should be pretty sweet. It would make me money. Just got a youth intake preview and it was half a star. Nah, dude, that does happen. That does happen. Honestly, a good amount, right? It is pretty. It's a pretty frequent occurrence for youth intakes to suck. We're just on a real steam and roll right now. So we had Moyad Musa on a yes list. We're going to go ahead and take him off that. Reese Wright, who's the guy at Sheffield Wednesday. Arsenal is currently interested in his transfer. We're going to have to actually try and commit a couple of violations of the Geneva Convention if we're going to be able to get that guy. Ladislav Pij of Sigma Olomouc. He's resolute. I mean, B list, yes list. Emmanuel Nuruddin. Oh, these are guys from the next gen. I mean, Nuruddin just doesn't have the tackling. He's got obviously elite size, but he does not have the tackling. Dejan Barakovic, Nestor Esteria, who is playing in Ecuador and has 18 finishing, so I can understand why he would be like a super attractive guy to sign. But all right, Svetislav Inchev might actually be the real deal. Ludogorets somehow is able to charge over 10 million. I didn't know Ludogorets was moving like that, but apparently they are. Francesco Montoya. All right. That was a less inspiring collection of players from the next gen, that's for sure. Hey, Grins, what's up? Sorry you're late. Yeah, how dare you, dude. We took attendance at the beginning of the stream, friends, and you weren't here. It's crazy. No idea. Thought about just ending the stream, but we persevered. Cañete back in training. Good. Danny. Hey, man. Good luck. We don't really care about Danny because he's not very good. Nice. Don't really care about Danny. The guy's not a very good player. Shea Smith speaks basic Spanish. Speedway Bar now speaks good Spanish. His value feels comically low considering he has 24 La Liga appearances this season and is now becoming a regular for the South African national team. Like, actually, just hilariously low value. I know, we've sold other South Africans that have been able to do similar stuff for a lot more money, but for whatever reason, Speedway Bar does not bring that 10, 15 million stuff. All right, we are really hoping that Köln can knock out Man City. They drew him 1-1 in the first leg. This is really going to annoy me. But for some reason, they're both flipped? I think we play this match control. We play this very match control. We go with Knifen and Vialva and Casado and Surai, and we plug in Versales. We have Cañete available, I guess. We'll have Cañete go pick up Van Rooyen, but Van Rooyen just played outstanding ball, so I'll have Rubio and Van Rooyen available as the bench guys. Avande, Otero, and then we're gonna go Ferreros. I'm going to take Avande off because I don't know what the hell that was last time round. Okay, cool. It did not save the position thing. Navas. All right, Lopes Teixeira, Vialva, Knife, Sarai, Casado, Versales, Cañete, Ferreros, Otero, Savona, Sosa. Conceição, Evande, Gutierrez, Rubio, Van Rooyen, Gerard, Sessa, Mbambo, Havacote, Kiar, Navas, Jean Carlos. 100% correct. We are babying Salvador back because we value him as a young, talented center back. All right, we have a 3-0 lead. I am expecting us to be able to control this match and defend that 3-0 lead. That is our expectation for this showdown here. We can avoid disaster. We're headed to the Europa League semifinal. Let's go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, mark him up. Mark him up. Don't let Aguiar get comfortable. Got a 3-0 lead. If we can avoid like anything in the first half, you know, we need a slow start in game, and that is exactly what we've been able to create with our match control tactic here. Not a single shot in the first 15 minutes of the game. That is A-OK with me. This is beautiful. This is a masterclass in match control here. Knifing. Lopes Teixeira with options. Cañete coming around the right side. Cañete. Cañete bringing it back. Casado. Casado. Cañete. Casado. Oy. Sarai on his left. Oh, I thought that was him. I thought that was him. I thought he just shelved that. Come on, get to him. Get to him, get to him. All right, we let him have it there. Now we collapse. Collapse! Beautiful. Sarai. Lobes to Shera. Villalba. Openings. Oh, through his legs to Sarai. Sarai runs it out for Lobes to Shera! Yeah, that was it. UD Melilla, absolutely electric. What a three-man game up the far side of the field with Villalba, Sarai, and Allison Lopes Teixeira. It's 4-0 on aggregate. A dominant start in Portugal for UD Melilla. They're playing with confidence. They're not afraid of the moment. Nothing crazy creative coming from Guimarães early. And we have a chance to play in our first ever European semifinal. Nice, Cañete. Casado. Keeping the ball. Not a lot that Guimarães can do. Versales. A running ball for Villalba. Gianmarco Villalba. Lopes Teixeira. Sarai. Casado. Sarai. Lopes Teixeira. It's just, we got a siege going right now. It's beautiful. I couldn't have dreamed of a better way for us to play in this game. The question for them is really just trying to avoid embarrassment at this point. This audio, man, was the audio sound okay? I mean, obviously the match audio is a little weird, but I have it turned way up. I was making sure that there wasn't something wrong with it. Sarai, Casado. Oh, yeah, just play him. We've drawn them out of position a little bit. Oh, Knifin. That's a good tackle. Cañete's there, though. Knifin picks it up. Knifin absolutely cooks his man. Cañete walking in. That was saved. That was saved. Knifin. Where are we looking? Short towards Lopes Teixeira. Savona. Sarai. Knifin. Sarai. On the move. Knifin blocked. Ooh. Just needed a toe poke from somebody. Sarai. Oh, nice little right-footed ball. Okay. Cañete. Tonight on the internal investigation, is Aguiar a sleeper agent or is he just bad? Cañete. Cañete. Casado! Oh. How did that not go in, dude? Cañete. Casado. Knifin. Casado. Knifin. Savona. Knifin. Cañete's in the space now. Pushes him all the way back to the end line, and now we can go to work. Lopes Teixeira! That looked very onside, so we're just going to go ahead and sub now. Knifin, come here. Gonna do a double change on the wings. Casado's gonna come off for Gerard. And Otero definitely could use a little break, so we're going to bring in Gutierrez. All right, split wide. Sub! That was well worked. I mean, once you have to defend literally the entire field, once we get you pushed all the way back to the end line, then you overload the wings, push them back to the end line, and then just create that so many different cutting back lanes. Yeah, I was obviously onside. All right. Great performance today. Complete dominance over Guimaraes and Joao Aguiar. Force him forward a little bit and then follow the ball in. What's going on that play? I got him on cover, literally, and he's still taking those stupid steps forward. Would have been blocked by Savona anyways. Van Rooyen, go get Cañete. Guy's just coming back from an injury. He doesn't need to play a full 90. We're up 5-1 on aggregate. I'd love a goal. Just one for the road. Good block by Savona. I was like, dude, the way this is setting up, right when the ball went wide, I'm like, Aguiar is going to score. Savona gets across and slams the door on Aguiar with a good challenge. 5-1 on aggregate. That's good stuff. Very, very well done. Semifinal beckoning. Very well done. Whoa! Celtic came back, dude. We're playing Celtic. City's in the semis. They're playing Middlesbrough, who's won 3-2 on aggregate over Strasbourg. So our inevitable date with Manchester City seems to be growing closer and closer. It's more inevitable for them than it is for us, but yeah, City has beaten Köln. Dude, Köln had the lead too. It was tied until the 65th minute when Erling Haaland, shifted it. Wow, this is an insane game, by the way. Celtic tied it at 3 on aggregate, and then Max Mirdink scored a pen, and then Anton Matkovic made it 4-4, and Lisandro Pinheiro scored. Dog, that's pretty damn cool. An insane comeback by Celtic, and of all the teams, we're playing Celtic in the Europa League semis. All right, Man City and Middlesbrough, Celtic and UD Melilla. It's an all-Britain Europa League semifinal with the exception of us. How are they doing in the league this year? They're third. I mean, they're actually not title contending right now. Not bad, Brohim. I'm just a little impaired or unwell. Impaired is later. I didn't know where we were in the song. A different side of me. Nailed it. Yo, Pachi, thank you for the 2 months. Been watching all the VODs since the season started, and I'm loving the content. Devastated we got eliminated from the Copa. Meaning we don't get to hear that beautiful anthem anymore. Yeah. Ooh, come on. Oh, Barcelona lose. Give the people hope. Lose. You're playing Girona. They're one of the best teams in the league. Just lose, man. A fat L for Barcelona to give the people hope. That would reopen the door if we had Barcelona lose. The door would swing back open. No! We need them to lose 3 of their last 5. The good news is we are one of those. So we can beat them. We just need them to lose 2 of their other 4, which seems incredibly unlikely. I'm not going to lie to you. Still on the table, technically. But that sucks. That was a good chance for them to lose, that's for sure. Oh, I like to see this, Leonardo Silva. I like to see this. Way to ball. Very pleased to report that Arahiro Wamura is actually playing more regularly. That's good. Not a guy that's showing any explosive development yet, but it's his first year over from Japan, and obviously he's very highly valued by the Japanese system. All right, Real Madrid is back into 4th because Villarreal actually has a match in hand on them. So still a huge match for Real Madrid against Athletic Club Bilbao. And they lost! Dude, they might actually not get Champions League. Villarreal won. I mean, that's why I donated a point to Villarreal. I wanted to keep them out of the Champions League. I thought it would be funny. I donated them a point. I hurt my own title. They set budgets for next year. They gave me a $98 million wage budget. This doesn't make any sense, bro. 19 million transfer budget, $98 million wage budget. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That you know, it's more logical than what it was. Whatever. I don't think we've guaranteed Champions League yet. They win 4 matches. They get... No, we have. We're guaranteed Champions League. Yeah, read the emails. We are guaranteed to be a Champions League team next year, regardless of what happens in the Europa League. Yes. Okay, I'm doing the math myself. I can just read the email. Villalba gets a payout of $300,000. Versailles gets 155, and Mile Yanus gets 29,000. Hilarious. Hilarious for Champions League qualification. I'm okay with both of those payouts. It's worth way more than that for us. Delighted with Club Vision. Ah, yes. You're once again delighted that we have qualified for an even better European competition. I agree. Don't normally see Havakote get hurt. So what is this? A hat trick for Taufik Tadili. Attaboy, Taufik. All right, 1 to 2 days with a bruised ankle. You want me to call the wambulance? Perez does the business. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Marcos Perez. Marcos Perez. Melilla Academy midfielder who continues to just seem like a real diamond. Smart, devastatingly athletic, incredibly either-footed, high technical floor. What's there not to like? Guy's played 32 La Liga matches for Almeria, and he has dragged them straight to 20th. Hell yeah. Well, he just won his last match, so can't be that bad. Not a shave of life, where did I go wrong? Did you read that? He got sent off. How's Lodgy doing? He's actually getting better. Signing Lodgy Toure might have been a really good idea. Very cheap pickup. It's only 19. Let the boy play. 6 clean sheets in 13 matches down in the 4th division. Tim Schmidt got sent off. He's a goalkeeper. I didn't even know you could do that in this game, dog. He got sent off. Can we not see the red? I mean, I suppose we can. We go to Gil Vicente. We go to their most recent match, which was a 2-1 loss to Sporting. We go in and we see Timmy Schmidt did get a red, and we click on it. I don't have detail level for the league. I can't see it. I have no. I don't know. I've never seen a goalkeeper get a red in this game. It's kind of insane. He was diving under the influence, brother. Yo, Thiago, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube, dude. Hell yeah. Welcome to the subscribers section of the Discord. If you link your YouTube account to your Discord account, you'll now see a whole other section of our Discord. There's a goalie fight. Dude, maybe. All right, chat. All right. This is where we're going to leave it for today. This is where we wanted to get to. We had a lot of drama with our, with our youth teams and everything. We got them boys signed up, but this is where we're going to leave it today. Yeah, denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? I think so. We've got the conclusion of the season on Monday, which I am absolutely already looking forward to. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Much love. Fist bump. Thank you so much for being here today. Streaming's always my favorite time of the day. Love hanging out with you guys. And this save has certainly provided its fair share of drama and insanity. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And like I said, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your World Cup-less weekend as much as you can. Hopefully you find some time to play some FM or something else. All right, guys. Goodbye. I'll see you for our Europa League title on Monday. Calling my shot.